Stormy!
No,
Whoa!
that's not Stormy. I'm Stormy. You're Druid.
I forgot to mute your stream. My own voice scared me.
I mean, it is a little scary. I sort of get it. When you're not prepared for it.
Oh no, I was not prepared. I was like, oh.
I'm kidding. Actually, we all love your voice, even when it hits those peaks that shatter crystal.
My mic cuts it off to save all of you guys.
Yep, it does.
My wonderful mic. It's doing its life's purpose, saving your guys' eardrums from me.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back once again to another amazing episode of Bandwidth and Banter. And man, last week was fantastic. Oh, Cozy was so cozy. Oh my gosh, Cozy con Chile. Just a sweet, amazing. Like, I love her name, her whole motif, her whole theme is so fitting of her. She's cozy with the taste of spice.
Yeah. Love it.
Oh, thank you. That was actually done by Star Kitty, the one that he's talking about. Appreciate your compliment, Kieran Chicago. I shall pass it on to the lovely at Star Kitty. So last week was an amazing episode with a sweet, warm, wonderful person. And we're super fortunate because, my gosh, we have another sweet, warm, beautiful person today.
I'm so excited.
A friend of Artology's. We met through Artology and through raiding out Diablo 4. And I'm honestly sad we never got to actually play with this person before we kind of hung up the hat on Diablo 4. But I'm super happy that we met him so that we could have him on the show. Because holy crap, he's an entertaining and unusual character, but in the best kind of way. The kind of person that brightens your day and makes you feel like the world is a better place. So,
oh yeah. No, like the first time I was in his chat, he's just like, I love druids. Let me just put this hat on. And I'm just like, I'm keeping you.
I know.
Yeah, I'm keeping you. I'm keeping you forever. We're friends now.
Yes, I hope he has that hat today. I can't wait to see it if he does. That would be amazing. Speaking of, so who are we talking about? We're talking about Divinely Cursed. And guess what, guys? We're coming on the show with Divinely Cursed now. Here he comes. Say hello to the folks, Mr. Divinely Cursed, sir.
There we go.
He's got the hat, too.
Happy weekend, everyone. Cheers. You got me laughing. I want to pick them up. Like, they're not going to pull me up, and it's going to be a chair stream as I'm running with the antlers. I made it. Cheers.
I can see one day someone trolling us that way. Maybe on a reprisal when we have someone on again for a second time.
Oh yeah, like a take two. It's just an empty chair.
Empty chair. Yeah.
I just think, all right, we're interviewing a chair today.
So,
anyways,
take it away,
Divinely Cursed. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are and a little bit of like what your stream is about.
I'm a mustache guy that love Hawaiian vibe and wear antlers. Apparently, I'm a druid at heart. Now, I'm Divinely Cursed. I'm a French Canadian, and like, what to say about me, honestly? I'm an happy person. I'm vibing. I'm there playing games. Diablo was really fun, but honestly, being on Twitch and playing video games, just hanging out, meeting people, connecting. We literally talked about it like 5 minutes ago, but music and video game for me are two light bringing things. They help me to go through my day, and it's good time. So that's honestly, I'm a vibing person that is super honored to be invited with you guys. Honestly, you're awesome. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely. No, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
I appreciate that so much.
Yes, thank you. We're honored to have you on the show, sir, and we look forward to getting to know you better today and sharing you with our audience. And that's what we're all about here. So with that said, so we're going to share his links, make sure that you guys help support, and we'll share them again at the end. So we're going to jump straight into the questions. And I believe that Druid gets to take the first one away this time.
Yes.
Now I'm nervous.
Divinely Cursed, please share a boring fact about yourself.
A boring fact? Yeah, I have one. I go to the washroom like 10 times a day. I pee and poop a lot. There we go. That's a boring fact.
I also pee so much too.
Like
Something
even at
in
work, I
common.
always run. It's probably why I'm in shape. I do so much step in a day. I always run to the washroom. That's my secret. LT life, go pee a lot.
Drink lots of water.
Yep.
Drink some, you know.
I mean, it's definitely
Just pee
damn
a
good
lot.
advice for sure. Speaking of advice, well, this isn't exactly advice, but this is to get to know you a little bit better. Divinely Cursed, how did you pick your Twitch name? What was the inspiration?
Oh damn, that's actually there's coming the first rant. I'm gonna go passionate about it. No, but the thing with that name, it's actually one of my best friend, and we were roommates for a while at the start of like moving in Kingston and stuff. And we played a lot of video game, and we were good friends. And I was searching for a name, and I tried some stuff. I didn't think about it, but it was important. I'm like, it's a brand. It's a name that I'm gonna use. It needs to go around. And just because, well, he know me a lot as a friend, he came with Divinely Cursed because I have a lot of good and bad, and sometimes I'm a really lucky and a really happy person, but I'm also like really clumsy, and sometimes I don't know. I'm like a weird kind of innocence. It's hard to like discover your own self, but I think Divinely Cursed fit well with my personality. I think I can be really extreme, but really like chill at the same time. I'm kind of a whirlwind, so that two concept. And I mean, I've enjoyed literally as a slave. I love Heaven and Hell. I mean, I love Diablo and the art and stuff. So of course, it's just the entire idea of Heaven and Hell, and even my song at the start of my stream talk about Heaven, how it's ocean and mountains and stuff. So yeah, I think altogether, I'm like, that's a good that give a good signification to a name.
Yeah, no, that's great. I think it's a wonderful name.
Agreed.
May I ask you guys why you have yours as well? I'm curious.
We can answer that at the end.
That's true. Once we're in the open Q&A forum, we will gladly answer that for sure. I think
100%.
I'm taking notes.
I have to. He's taking notes. So I have to share that I with Druid on this. I think your name suits you, and it's also very marketable because almost everybody that hears your name goes, "Oh wow, that's a cool name," because it really fits the kind of the Twitch culture. So
may I add a fun fact about the name as well? I give a boring fact about me that I go pee a lot, so I need to give something good in return, right? So, when I did my logo, so I went through, like I will say it's almost like a myth. I think it's a company that focuses in doing a lot of logo and a lot of design, but it's good. I like what they did as a set. It was a good experience to do that. And when they designed the logo, they actually put the logo from DC Comics. And I was like, well, I'm maybe not like huge, but I cannot just go on the internet and start streaming and using Divinely Cursed. And DC is a really well-known like DC. It's everyone. And now I had the logo that was the same letter. I looked online and I freaked out about it. I'm like, I need to make sure. I'm like, it's too similar. I cannot do that.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially for a big brand name like DC, like that's so funny.
Yep, you were wise. You were thinking ahead. Good for you.
Yeah, because we want to make you. We want to see you hit partner. Let's do it. What?
Wait, we talk about gold. People that are here because of me, go follow Drid ERL. If she reach 500 followers, she's gonna get a face reveal. Like, how fun is that? Like, we need to do it.
My moderator.
Yeah, we need to make that happen.
Divinely Cursed. Divinely Cursed. What D&D class do you consider yourself to be in real life?
Oh no. Depending on who will be in the chat, if there's people from oh my god. I will say it's definitely not a paladin. Okay. I don't like paladin in video game in general. They're terrible. I don't know. I think I made a joke when I was playing Baldur's Gate, and I was like, let's be honest. I'm a paladin with my virtues and my like principle and stuff, but truly I'm just a bard. I think deep down I'm just a bard. I love music, I love gaming, I go around with antlers, like I go to work, and I think I'm a bard. Yeah,
it fits for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm just never gonna admit it because it's already hard to admit that I love Paladin because my friends are all making fun of me with the knight thing. But I'm like, hey, in D&D 5th edition, if you play Paladin, you don't need to be lawful good. You don't need to be lawful stupid. You can enjoy your life playing a Paladin now. So I like it.
Right. That's true. So since you're obviously versed in Dungeons and Dragons, tell us, are you a D&D player or dungeon master or both?
I will say both. I'm still a learning dungeon master, though. I have a friend. He's my dungeon master in a game we're running. Actually, I have a game Sunday, so that's pretty exciting.
Oh, cool.
But he has like all the book, and he pay like Patreon for early release stuff, and he's like an encyclopedia of sandbox for D&D. For me, it's inspiring. I look at that and I'm like, man, if I have question, I want to run something. I literally have a god of DMing to go see. So it's pretty cool. I like players more than DM, just because I had the impression when I DM, I put so much pressure on my shoulder. I want everything to be perfect. I want my friend to have a good time. I don't want to be too much. It's hard. People that DM have my respect. It's really hard. I know. Even it's why I'm telling you, you have the vibe. You have the wisdom. It's inspiring. I'm like, this guy is a dungeon master. I feel it.
Oh, thank you.
He's my DM.
Do you guys play only D&D, or you playing other do you mix with third party? Do you play other setting or?
So Saturday, we actually live streamed our campaign. It's a Stormy homebrew campaign, and I'm one of the players. Yeah. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
it is a whole homebrew thing.
When is the next one? I'm gonna need to jump on that. I want to watch.
Oh yeah, no, it's Saturdays.
Yeah, this Saturday at 5:30 Central Time. So
okay,
thanks for asking. Yeah, we've been playing this. This is our 71st episode. We're getting ready to have 71 weeks. Of course, I think we've been off 3 times in those 71 weeks for illness or moving or something. Maybe 4. And I've been a dungeon master for a while. But anyway, this isn't about me. This is about you. So thank you for sharing about yourself, though.
It's a vibing thing.
Yeah.
We're vibing.
That's right.
What can you tell us about your favorite D&D character that you've played?
Like, out of all the experience I have in D&D, one of like my favorite.
Yeah.
It's probably, that was really interesting. So when I was in high school, they had a year where they will bring a professional dungeon master, like paid and sponsored by Wizard of the Coast, to come to the school and give a D&D. So me and friends from high school, my mother back then actually paid for that class like that. It was like playing guitar or doing acting, but it was a D&D game. And I went there as a kid, and I played my first character. It was a fighter, and I was super, all the story and stuff, that probably was my greatest memories, because while I was young, it was the first really, I will say, serious Dungeons and Dragons game where I'm actually going to take time to build a character and learn about the setting and stuff. And it was 3.5, so it was really fun. I had a good time.
I love 3.5. Hell yeah, that's a great answer.
And then best memory for it is because at the end, he had like a co-DM. So we were 8, I think, or 12, but we split at some point. And at the end, we all met again in Impulsor and Forgotten Realms. And we did like a PvP battle to know who's going to wear the crown at the end, because it was the end of the... And I had a Vorpal Greatsword, and I rolled like a god, and I chopped head to everyone. It was so cool. I'm the winner now. I can sit on my throne. I win.
That's awesome. That is a great memory for a young person playing D&D. I love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of this topic, tell us about your D&D sweater and the plate armor that you sometimes wear.
What do you mean, like that on picture and stuff?
Yeah.
Snoop to your Instagram.
The D&D sweater, that's just me going to the GameStop, and they have a lot of accessories. And when I go there, it's really hard for me to not spend money on like geeky gadget and stuff. It just, it's so cool. Like at the back, I literally have a bunch of stuff. With the lighting, you cannot see it much, but I love pop figurine. I love D&D stuff. So that's the reason why the sweater, it was Christmas time. I wanted to have an ugly Christmas sweater. If you ask me, it was not ugly though. It's an amazing one. I like it.
Yeah.
And I almost got the class one, but I think this one was cool. And the armor thing is because I tried LARPing with a group of friends. And that's another one of my best memories. Like when people are curious about LARPing, I literally tell them, imagine going camping with a group of friends. You can get drunk and eat chicken and you just have the greatest time. But on top of that, you add D&D and role-playing aspect and you just do cosplay and you go around and it's so fun. That was so cool. I liked it.
I would absolutely love to LARP.
I agree. That would be epic.
That is jealous. All right. So we're going to be switching some gears. Switching out of the D&D topics. We can go back to D&D. We'll go back to D&D. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Buy Baldur's Gate. It's really good. That's my promotion right there.
What drew you to Twitch?
Oh, I will say life, literally. Am I going on a rant again? That's going to be a long, that's a long curve. We're doing it? Okay, let's go. We're sitting, we're going for the drive. So pandemic sucked. That with work, we were obviously like, I'm in the army, so we're always like ready and stuff, but working from home was hard. Need to be careful with all that's going on. I had more time home and I play games, but you spend a lot of time in your home and your comfort zone. So you self-reflect and you learn about yourself and you develop. So it's great, but it's hard at the moment as well. And then when everything was done, I tried to stream a bit. My first game on Twitch was actually Temtem. It's like an MMO Pokemon game drawn by an amazing community. I met some of I will call them my founders, literally people that support me through my decision of going on Twitch. And it just showed me that Twitch is an amazing place. So I wanted to be part of it. I will say I had the impression that I missed the boat because after Temtem, I did some stuff and I took a break of Twitch. But it's like, how can you love people and be happy if you don't know yourself first, right? And I was like, I found my vibe, literally. It's why I have Good Vibe. It's not, I know it's a big brand like Good Vibe, it's such, but for me, I embraced it to the heart. And I'm like, during the pandemic, one of the things that actually make me still meet good people and have a good time and stuff was gaming. So I'm like, I need to go on Twitch and play games and meet people, because even if I'm going to be playing with not everyone, just knowing that I'm part there with other gamers that are generally passionate people and stuff, I don't know. For me, it's all about a vibe. On Twitch it's cool because I met people, I'm going to learn stuff from them. I might teach them stuff as well and inspire. It's all about it. Keep yourself connected. And just saying too, the fact that old grumpy mama, my own mother, is like older and kicking ass in games and streaming, how can I not do it? It's like, it's so inspiring, and it's an energy thing. I think, that's the huge thing. It's literally, I don't really, if people will tell me, will you always do just gaming? Again, gaming and music for me are two amazing things. But I don't, I'm going with the vibe and the experience. Like, for example, I didn't expect to be invited by you guys. And now I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, I'm doing a podcast and having a good time. So Twitch is literally, it's an opportunity for people to connect and have a good time. And you learn from it.
Yeah.
Right on. That's right. Well said, sir. So Divinely Cursed, what struggles did you deal with when you first started streaming? Oh
my God. First of all, I know it was coming. I thought a bit about this. I'm like, now he sent it my way. I don't know. One of the huge things is I wonder if I should keep them for the entire thing or remove them.
You're welcome to take them off if you want to take them.
I kind of like it. I think it adds. One of the challenge. I think one of the hardest thing too is the fact that for me, I was old school. I was not really on media. Like I'm on Facebook, but it's just recent with streaming and stuff that I start to share stuff. But for me, I'm just a kind of person. I wake up in the morning and I'm having a good time. I'm just always happy and stuff. But when I'm a social person as well, so I like connecting with people and stuff, I don't have the reflex of sharing stuff. So it make it hard. So going live and you're kind of starting, you don't really know, you're testing stuff. You dip in the unknown, right? I think that's everyone that jumped on Twitch, like big respect, because I think it take bravery. It's something, it's stressful. And for me, because I'm old school, it's all about meeting people. Like for now, I literally mentioned it to both of you. I can see you. It's like we could play a game of D&D right now, and it's a good time. Yeah. But all the people and stuff, I truly appreciate that they're here. I want to learn from them. Like I want to read what they're saying in their story. But it's stressful because like that's a huge challenge.
Oh yeah, like what am I gonna talk about? What is happening? Yeah. What are we doing, guys? It's wild. What are some of the lessons that you have learned about community management since you've started streaming?
I freaking love that. That's good. I will say that I so much don't want to deal with it that when I went in deployment, I'm like, oh GM, you're doing it. Like it's, for me, I don't know. I realized it's kind of weird. Like that's going to be a deep talk right there. Like it's right there. It's on the internet. For me, even streaming, I'm having such a good time just going with the vibe and the flow and having a good time. One of my good friends from work mentioned something. I'm like, I'm a really social person, but I kind of dip in that section as well. He's saying he's really social, but he's not going to like search for it. But if good people, like good friend, like bring him into it, he's gonna go for it. I'm kind of like that too. So yeah, I think community management for me is I don't want to be part of one community. I don't want to be in a team. I just want to be me, Divinely Cursed, like DC, having a good time. And I don't care in which community you are or which team or which clan. Or at the end, if we have a good time together and we share, and that's when I say I'm super honored to be surrounded by other content creator and stuff. At the end, maybe people are not gonna like me, and that's totally fair. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't like knowing that people don't like each other and stuff, but life is life. But if I can make you meet someone that you're going to enjoy, for me, it's amazing. That's how you grow community technically. So I will say community management for me, it's like, I understand that you need setup and it's a lot of work. It's important. But me, it's not what I'm looking for. Like when I was in the Cégep in Quebec, we had the Mon Petit Donjon. It was literally a board game in D&D, little like thing where people, and I didn't want to lead I was the publicist. I will just run around, give card and be like, come play D&D and Magic the Gathering. It's such a good time. We eat donut and we dance and stuff like that. And people are like, oh, that actually looked fun. So yeah, I think that for me, it's community management. I'm just going with the flow.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I get it. I get 100%. The go with the flow thing.
Agreed. Yep. So on that topic, what tips can you share with future streamers?
Oh my God, there are so many, but I need to be. I need to give like a deep one, like a good. As maybe it's gonna be like maybe you're gonna laugh, but what do you think of if I say do it for you?
No, I'm not gonna laugh at that. I agree. Yeah.
I think I actually learned that, and I didn't know about that when I first start. I think I will say just do it for yourself. And like at the end, if you're getting too concerned or putting too much, maybe you just have I don't know, me, I think right now I'm literally at the point where I just want to stream and hang out with people. And then I don't put much pressure. And another tip too as well, it's like for people, because obviously when you stream, you put a lot of work on monitor and stuff like that. You still need to keep track of stuff. It's why moderator, we love you, because you remove a lot of weight. Like I work in IT stuff, so I can understand for me how we talk about community management. Well, it's a lot of work. I do have a job that I love, so when I game, I kind of want to just go and have fun. I'm not going to be the one setting law and order. I like Paladin, but it's what I'm saying. After work hour, I think I'm a bard. I'm just dipping around having fun. But, I think that's another big tip. It's like do it for yourself, and after that, if you're more into the stuff, hide the numbers. Like if you look at numbers and stuff like that, I actually need to give the credit to the radio. One of the guests was saying that he was streaming. I don't remember his name, unfortunately, but he was famous. And he got asked if he will look at the numbers now. He was still saying no, he still eyed them, because like that he will never get into that mindset of putting yourself on pressure, or like, oh, I did better than the last time, why, or it didn't go well. Like life happened, like you see people coming. So I think eying numbers remove that pressure and do it for yourself. And over time, I think it just become natural. Like you have a good time.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, because your vibe attracts your tribe. People are gonna find you, and they're gonna stick around if they're happy, you know.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
and people can tell if you're not doing it for the reasons, you know, like if you're not having fun, people can see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But if you're having fun, people are gonna be like, we're all having fun, and we're having fun together.
Indeed.
I see it like a gaming. I admit it. I can burn out of a video game. I'm going to play a game so much that I'm going to burn out of it. And it's good that it actually happened in gaming, because it could happen in other stuff. But I need to take a break of the game. And technically, I could have stopped before, but I played it until it was not fun. And the same thing, if you don't stream for yourself, well, maybe you're going to burn out of it. Like you need to do it and find enjoyment in it, honestly.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. Yep.
What did friends and family think when you told them you planned on streaming?
I mean, my mother is the one that kind of like set it all up at first. So just for me, it was a kick in the butt. It's like, my mother's doing it. It's badass. I need to do it as well. And like talking about people, obviously, because she's streaming, she meet people and friends, and same thing. It's really cool because it grow a big tree overall, right? And I met artists and amazing people through a stream, and now thanks to you, well, I met you guys are awesome, and I'm going to meet more people and all that thing. That for me is one thing. So on the family side, it was just perfect. I don't have a big family, but I love gaming because of OGM. Like she initiated me to gaming and D&D and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And my friends, honestly, I'm really grateful for that. That's a big mention. I need to mention it, honestly. People that like start streaming and having family or like girlfriend or husband or wife or like friends that dip into that, because they're as brave as you are when they jump into that, because they share the vibe with you and stuff. And it's cool. Honestly, I think I did pretty good. And but I don't take it as granted. It's important as well. Like sometimes I will just reach out to people that support me and just ask, because it can be a lot. We talk about community management, streaming, like editing, just setting up it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. You want it to work and be nice because you want to offer quality. So even if I'm there just being like, oh, I'm vibing, there's still like real thing that I respect and appreciate. So it's really nice when you see that you're supported by people.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
yes.
This my next question that's a nice segue, because my next question is, what do you enjoy most about streaming? I mean, we've kind of touched on it lots of times, but drill down and focus on the thing that you really enjoy the most about streaming.
I thought it will be gaming. Don't get me wrong. I really love gaming. I like when people show me games, because again, when I love a game, I'm going to play it a lot. So it's nice to stream and having people that like, it's like being an hermit at home, but in video game. I'm there gaming my game. I love it. It's fine. But sometimes I have a friend just grabbing me. It's like, you're going in another game. You're having fun. It's cool. I like things like that. Honestly, what I call community game, like Fall Guy and like all those funny games, I'm having a great time playing it, and it's cool. It's nice too. But I realized over time that it's not even gaming. I think it's all about the vibe, the energy, just meeting people. Like, don't get me wrong, I like one thing I like, maybe I like even more than gaming, is dancing. I love dancing. Like, you guys will say we're going out clubbing or like to a festival. I'm gonna dance all night long until sunset.
Oh, wow.
I love dancing. But it's all about, I want to share fun stuff with more people and meet people through the internet. And so from there, like, I can dream a bit as well. Like, if you ask me, being a dreamer is important, because that's what gives you a nice purpose. I'm already like planning and stuff, but for me, being able to travel around the world and like meet people and do whatever, just do fun stuff and share it on Twitch or just with people, bring more people in, create that like fun lifestyle. It's just like, wow, that's just amazing. That's a vibe. So I think that's my route. That's like, here we go, Divinely Cursed, that's his root thing. So I just want to have a good time with people and just bring more people in. Just let's share the good vibe, literally. And gaming is a good way because like, we need to be realistic. Like the world, like it's big. Sometimes it's hard to meet other people. There's money, family, that work. There's so much stuff. So being on Twitch and game, it's fun because you can connect with people still. And like, yeah.
Yes.
Agreed. It is all about the people. Like I've found myself playing games that I wouldn't have otherwise because of my community, and I've had great experiences because of it. And it's because we got to meet them and be, impacted by them, right? And have them, you learn from each other, just like you said. And I love it.
No, that's true. It's I'm saying like good people that are older. That's another thing. It's important. Like obviously, seeing older people being on Twitch for me, it showed the open-mindedness, just the fact to be connected, to learn and to teach. Because the thing is, you meet people, right? Sometimes you're not gonna be agreeing on everything, but it's so nice and fun to be part, literally, of communities and exchange. It makes you a better person as well. Like that's how good it is for me. It's you just stay connected with the world, and you're gonna learn, and it's an experience. It's an adventure. I will say for me, streaming now, it's kind of it's a path, literally. It's an adventure. I need to, it's something that I incorporate to my routine, I will say, my life style. And I like it. It's really fun.
Without a doubt.
Oh, yeah. How do you balance streaming with the busy work schedule in the Canadian Armed Forces? Like, how do you balance that?
Right now, it's kind of cool because I have more a standard, like 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that helps. But obviously that's a thing too. And maybe it's going to stop me from doing stuff at some point. But for me, it's going to be my career, like the army first before streaming. So, well, it's my job and I'm proud of doing it. So I can still be around and enjoy life and be here on Twitch and talking. But obviously for me, having a career, having a job is important. I want to give my heart and my dedication to it. And not just that, we talk about inspiring and stuff. Well, if I want to inspire people to be live on the internet and traveling and having fun, also need to inspire people that doing a career that you love. Well, when you do something in life, do it good, do it the best you can. And I think having a career and also being on Twitch, for me, give me an experience. I'm considering lucky to have this because I learned from 2 different branches now, and it's good. I think for me, it's perfect. It's a really good balance because some night I won't go out. Some night I will just be home, having a good time home, being in my stuff and play video games. So now I can start a live or going out with people that stream and just make my gaming experience 10 times better. So
yeah, for sure. So it sounds like it's important to you to have a long-term career in the military. What have you always wanted a long-term career in the military, or is that something that you realized after you joined?
No, I will say I'm really all over the place. I would say I'm a really adventurous and curious person. Like if we believe in reincarnation, I'm probably a really young soul because I'm all fiery and I want to do everything. So even growing up, I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a firefighter. I wanted to be like a cop with a dog, like dog training and stuff. I wanted to be also an artist and a musician or a dancer. I wanted also to be a teacher and teach like at school history or français and stuff like that. But I think I did try, like I went to CGF and I was going to the university and stuff like that. But it's just at that moment in my life, a bunch of stuff make me go actually try it. And at that moment, I think the first year when you do like all the training and all the stuff and you meet people, obviously, honestly, that experience kind of gives you a little punch because we talk about dipping in the unknown. Well, joining the army is dipping in the unknown. We're not going to lie. People can say, oh, is it harder now or easier? I mean, when people ask me, oh, how hard it is, or they're like, oh, you're so badass. Like it's a choice. It's a life choice because I will say I don't consider the army as a job, but more as a career. For me, I learned from it, and I hope it's gonna learn from me on some ways. But for me, it's a journey. I'm gonna grow, and well, I'm gonna break my face sometimes, but nobody's perfect, right? You get up and you learn from it.
Right
So I
on.
think this is really important. But yeah, I don't know. I think at the moment I jump, if I was not sure in the first year, after that I'm like, that's a commitment. That's something that it's an adventure and I'm not gonna fall back. Like I'm gonna go through it. And it's been a wonderful experience, honestly.
Yeah. Well, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
He's got such a great attitude about life. I love it.
I told you. You
But
just
I
fall
always
in
say
love
it's
with him.
easy. It's easy when I'm around amazing people. That's the thing. You mentioned how people is important. It is, because that's a challenge. Like when you start gaming and you're live on Twitch, well, you start. It's nice when you see people coming by, and even, I mean, everyone has a life. You can lurk. You can just know that you have people that are there or around. Even just say hi, or I don't care. It's just like it means a lot because you
Yeah.
take time to. It's about the people. Yeah, I think so. That's the thing. When I'm on my own, like I love myself. Like I mean, I can live with myself, obviously. But for me, it's like there's so much more. I seek to have a good time. I'm social. It's literally what it came to.
Yep. It's us extroverts
Yep,
getting
I feel
fueled.
you. I feel you.
So I'm assuming you do plan on making you screwed me up, Stormy. You changed your question.
That was my bad. My bad. Just
Oh.
I flip flopped it. My bad. There's that one.
So
It's that one.
yep. So how long have you been serving in the Canadian Armed Forces? And if you are comfortable sharing what your job description is, we're nosy.
Oh, I'm gonna be super boring and lame. I'm gonna
I
use
love
the
it.
Tinder thing. I joined mid years of 2013. That's where I did like my process. You go to the recruitment center, you do like the test, the screening, and stuff like that. That period can vary, but I got in pretty quick. And next, I was raising my hand and doing my sermon, and there we go. I was starting training, so that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
And, after that, yeah, I'm going to 10 years, honestly, and it didn't feel like it. Like I'm still having an amazing time. And my job description, so I'm an IST, so informatics specialist technician. I'm a nerd in the army. That's how I describe it.
Wow.
So it's
Nerd in the army.
and it linked well. Like we talk about kind of career and Twitch. Well, you stay connected with the world and also with technology doing this, so that's pretty sick. So I get some skill that is useful on the internet and playing games and helping people, and I don't know, I think it's cool. I like it.
Right on.
That's awesome.
It is. Absolutely.
I love that.
So here we're switching gears a little bit. What's the grossest thing you've ever eaten while in the military?
Oh, damn. I think those 7 years expire Ritz were really disgusting. Because sometimes ration pack can be like expired, but they have a lot of preservation. I mean, man, suck it up. Like, sometimes it's good to go and exercise and in the field and stuff, because it remember you that things can be really miserable and dirty. So you better make a fun out of it. That's how I see it. It's really wild camping. But I did slack down on the camping a bit on the personal level, though, because I'm like, the army make me do it sometimes. So you know what? I'm going to have a good time, but after that, give me a break. I want to play games and go walk with my corgi. Like that's my deal.
Yep.
But no, I think we add those. So you open the ration. Like there's actually video of that where people exchange ration from different countries and they try it. The Canadian one, honestly, I'm a big fan of it. They have some good one. But before the old one, like you will open it and stuff, and it came with snacks. And I'm a snack person. I really like my snack. So I was happy to see those cheese Ritz cookies. They're good. But 7 years expired. It's not the cookie that was the problem. It was the cheese. You can't tell me, oh, it's not real cheese, it's chemical. I don't care. It was 7 years old. It was really disgusting. That's the worst. I look at the bag, I'm like, I'm really like hungry right now, but it's not worth it.
7-year-old MRE cheese.
I've been eating the Harry Potter jelly bean on stream, and like the booger one and the vomit one are literally disgusting. And I think that Ritz was worse. Yeah, that's probably the grossest thing.
Oh, wow. Thanks for sharing.
All right. We're completely switching gears again.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Not sorry.
Not sorry. This is the roller coaster. Tell us about a fond Take two.
Words.
What?
Sometimes I just can't read. Tell us about a fond memory that you have with one of the first video games you've ever played.
Oh man. There's like two games for me that are super important and that actually make me, I will say, the gamer I am today. Like I grew from these two games. And I will say it's Halo and World of Warcraft, those two games.
Yeah.
And little thing about those games, it's growing up. I realized today that I was actually really, really, really good at gaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember my mother being like, no, because I got invited. I didn't speak English when I was younger. So I will play on European server to be able to communicate with it. Because even if I was really young, when you play a game like Halo, the first game, you had PvP, it's pretty competitive. So I will communicate with people. But I received invitation to some like tournament. And I know back then it was really small. But I was excited, but because of the time difference and everything, and my mother was like, no, school is more important, which it's true. But now it look it up, I'm like, oh, I could maybe be in there playing esport with a group of friends having a good time, but now I'm just daddy DC with my stash and my Hawaiian shirt and my antlers. I'm still living my life, like don't get me wrong. But it's kind of those memories for me of being like, oh my god, I could be in there just playing a game. But that's the thing with Burnout 2. I think to get really, really good into a game, you need to put a lot of time into it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to consider yourself a variety streamer and you just go around and have fun.
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah.
Yep.
I have found that to be the case where when I stream, I actually enjoy playing more, even frustrating and hard games, and I don't, get as frustrated or upset, and then as I did when I used to play in the past, and it's just a different vibe and experience for sure.
I will say that. Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
I will say that like I'm playing Palio right now, and that's a good spot for me in gaming because that's the thing too. You play games, sometimes game can be competitive, right?
Right.
And I'm more a fan of community and co-op game. So when I go all in and I go hard into a game, people are gonna play it with me. They're gonna want to give their best. I hope so, because you want to bring. And it's a lot of pressure. It's pressure on me because I want to be good. I want to be a good experience, but it's hard on them as well, I think. So, games like that are fun, but I like games also that you can just D&D. We talk so much about D&D too. Dungeons and Dragons is amazing. Board games night are amazing because it's just a sandbox of a group of friends that hang out and have fun. So I think gaming, I will say that's a thing too. Like gaming is fun. Games that are challenging are cool, but it's nice to be able to chill and just play with friends as well. Yeah,
absolutely.
I never played Minecraft though. That's a thing. I keep mentioning games. Did you guys play Minecraft?
I've
played Minecraft.
She did. Yeah.
I've played Minecraft.
Well, you say I should do it. I should try it.
I mean, if you play Minecraft, I'll come hang out with you and play Minecraft with you.
Why not Palio? We're gonna cook cake. It's free to play. Honestly, that's gonna be my promotion. Don't post my link. Just post the referral code for my friend so he get the skin. He say they're ugly, but I know he wants them. So
send it to me. We'll post it in chat.
I'm doing it. Give me a second.
So as the next question is a little bit about gear shift here.
Send it. Yeah, I'll send it to me in Discord and I'll post it up.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it already. I'm sorry. I'm a
No, you're good.
That's all right.
No, you're good.
All right,
You're
we'll move on
good.
while she's doing that with the next question. So, Divinely Cursed, please share, as a military man, maybe you've traveled or maybe with your family you have, whatnot, maybe not, I don't know, tell us. Share the most interesting place you have traveled to.
Africa.
Ooh.
Yep. That was an experience, honestly. That I keep saying that I learned from the army. I humble myself with traveling because you can watch stuff over the internet and be connected, but seeing it in person and living the experience, it does teach you a different way. Like there's no denying there. So going to Africa and coming back to Africa, I was like, damn, yeah, that was an experience.
Yeah.
Indeed, I concur. That's a great one. For sure. Traveling to countries that are vastly different than your own is just a very mind-opening experience. You know, it just I'm with you on that. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're winding down to some of our more silly, loose questions.
Oh damn, that wasn't silly already. Oh man, I don't think we're ready.
Our last question is very controversial, so I'm just going to give you a fair warning.
Am
But
I gonna
this
have
question,
a call from my boss, be like, "What did you do?"
what? Maybe.
Yep.
Oh no.
I'm kidding. Or am I? Dun dun dun. Okay. What is the weirdest sleeping dream you have ever had? I feel like you're one of those that has wild dreams.
Oh my god.
What you're comfortable with sharing, I recognize. I have to.
Yeah.
There's so many. Like there's one that was so. So the weird thing with me, it's like, have you seen The Sandman?
Yes.
Like the
No.
show? You need to watch it. It's really good.
It is.
There's,
Okay.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there is a phenomenon called the whirlwind, and I think in the dreaming world, I'm a whirlwind, like literally, because
Yeah.
I dream different story and one night of sleep. It's why when I tell people that I sleep in between 4 to 6 hours, and sometimes I will sleep a little bit more to recover, they don't believe me. They're like, "You don't get good sleep." Well, I get good sleep enough to be able to dream. So and dream a couple of times. So I think it's good. But I will be under water under Niagara Falls, actually, if I remember right. And there will be a McDonald's, and I will enjoy a car ride eating it. Like that makes no sense. And there was like Power Ranger chasing us with their mech warrior and shooting laser. And there was country music with a group of grandparents shooting Gatling gun to them. And you can see the idea of like, what the hell's going on? That's my dreams. Honestly, there's some weird stories sometimes, and I can wake up and be like, what the hell? Go pee, grab water or something, and sleep, and I will return on the dream. Like that. That's pretty intense.
Nice.
So wild to me. I don't dream. So I love hearing about people, like what people dream about, because I don't. I never remember my dreams. I don't at all. It's so wild to hear some of the things that people like share about it. I'm just like,
do you have a way to see your own reflection when you wake up? Because I don't know if it's true, but I heard that if you wake up and you can look at yourself, it makes you forget your dream. I don't know what maybe it's a skeptical thing. Maybe it's just fun to play around.
Interesting.
But if you see yourself on the TV or in the mirror and stuff like that, maybe it's your own reflection. It sucked your soul. I don't know. But
what's so funny is I always cover reflective stuff in my room because I'm like, I'm just a little superstitious. So I'm just going to cover up my mirror while
funny.
I'm sleeping.
I like spooky thing, and I'm not scared easily of horror stuff, to be honest. I actually enjoy it. I try to like stress myself. Sometimes I'm gonna walk a late night walk, and I'm like, why if they're not like a ghost that just scream and jump out of the right now? And I'm like, why I'm thinking that? Like that's enjoying pain for no reason. So, but when people ask me to do stuff like the Bloody Mary and the mirror at midnight, I'm like, I'm not doing this. Like I love spooky stuff, but I'm not dumb. Like I'm not gonna play with. No, I'm not doing it.
Same.
It's like you can call me like, oh my god, you're so innocent. Yes, because it was taught by someone. So I'm like, somewhere there's something fucked up about it. I'm not doing it.
Yep.
All right, we're winding down with our last two questions. Here's my next one, my last one for the day, until we get to the open forum. If you could have the powers of any comic book superhero, which would you pick and why?
To be a superhero, like no, I can make up my power.
I mean, if you can think of a superhero I guess the question was if you can think of a superhero in a comic book that you want to be, then do that. But if instead you'd rather pick a power, that works too. You interpret the question the way you want.
There's a thing with growing up with the MCU. I'm kind of a big fan. Like, I think I really liked Iron Man through like Robert Downey Jr. nailed it. Like it's such an amazing development character. Yep. But Captain America, I think I will go with that. I was not a big fan of the hero growing up, maybe because I just find bit lame looking, like didn't have anything yet. But growing up and being in the army ever since, the idea of like the good guy that technically is still a good guy, he's innocent, but he's empowered and so good now that he can do what's, and you can see it through the hero too. Like sometimes his downfall, like, he's still a kid and is fired. Like he do dumb decision, but he do it with the kindness of his heart. So for that point of view, I'm like, I will be Captain America. Like I will be Canada's ass. Like, and I have a big butt, so I will do it. Like that's pretty cool. But if I could make my own power, I think it will be happiness. Like as boring, and I will explain why. Because honestly, I think I will even, if I could be promised. And I know it's not, because life is hard, obviously. But if I could be promised that I will never be sad and always be happy, whatever happened through my life, I think I will literally like offer an arm or a leg. And I'm a really active person. I think I will sacrifice a part of my body to just be promised like happiness. So do you imagine having a power where you just look at people and there we go, you're not, and it kind of can be as an extreme because you're like, oh my God, you're purging. At the end, it's a deep thing, but when you're a superhero, you're kind of like already in the unknown in some weird shit. I mean, the superhero doesn't exist. So, I mean, it exists, but in principle and values form, not in power thing. But I think the thing of like just going in and curing and just give happiness, that would be sick. Because after that, you can just have a good life. You don't even need to fight for, because everyone is happy.
I love it.
I love that.
I love it.
I love that.
I love what I really love about that is the philosophy that's kind of deep within it, is that if you think about it, we all sort of already have that superpower to a certain degree. All it takes for us to do that is to try and live a life that's happy and infuse that happiness and share and be an example of happiness to others, right? We have the potential to bring happiness to others with our actions, with our deeds, with who we are as a person. And so we all kind of sort of share that superpower. And if we work together...
That's the reason why I'm happy to see you guys on Twitch and just doing things like that. Because I truly believe, you can be the most happy person, like share it around. Like for me, it's important. I think like we're a community at the end, like humans. I mean, if we go really into the philosophy like of stuff, it's like we all want to be happy and connect and be all together. That's like the dream thing.
Yeah,
that's a wonderful
It's
dream.
what we want, man. We just want to have a good time.
It's just hard because there's layers of poop sometimes, but
oh yeah, there's lots of layers.
It's why there's dread.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you earlier, you can cuss on here. I forgot to tell you.
But you didn't have to, because he felt comfortable enough to do so.
Did I say it?
No, I forgot to say it in the very beginning. Like, oh, you are allowed to cuss.
Did I cuss?
I'm a sailor. No, you did not.
He used the F word earlier.
Oh,
did
no.
Oh, see, I didn't
but
even.
that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
We're
None
adults
of us,
here.
We don't care.
Yeah.
I
we don't
felt the
care.
family-friendly tag. Oh, shame on me.
No, you're good.
You don't have to
I cuss all the time.
I try to be good. I try to have a good parler, but it's hard. Hanging out with people that cuss all the time, it's really hard.
Well, sometimes a good curse word is just the best fucking word to use, you know?
We always get so happy when Stormy cusses because he doesn't cuss all the time, and I'm just like,
you can see it, and it's like I'm gonna sacrifice some aura and wisdom to get that little thing. When you can see that, it's like, oh my God, it's awesome. Don't think about it. I love it.
Yes. All right, last, final, most controversial question.
Oh my God.
Does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes or no? Divinely cursed. What is your take on this?
The funny thing is, when I get pizza at work, there's Hawaiian, and I'm always like, well, OGM's gonna be happy if I come by and drop a slice of pizza, and I don't get pineapple on pizza. But I think it's because I know why, because I'm not gonna start the huge debate of saying like, oh, it's more of a girl thing to have pineapple and pizza, and we can go on a lot of ways of it. I'm just gonna say that I'm a really lame person with cooking. Honestly, I like my things blend. I mean, I like a really fancy French vanilla, but I could drink black coffee. I can have a steak with the fancy shroom sauce and stuff like that, but at the end I can just cut my meat and have it in my mouth with nothing on it, and it's going to be good. So I think because of that will be the thing with pineapple and pizza. I find the classic boring pizza pepperoni good, so I don't want too much stuff on it. So I'm like, and before adding fruit, I will add meat. Because I don't know. For me, I'm having a hard time with sweet and salty. So I think that's the reason why.
Fair enough.
Love it.
It's okay. You can have pineapple on pizza. That's actually a really controversial question.
It is a
but
very
it's also-
controversial question because it's just funny. It's just one of those fun internet arguments that I just
Yep. I love it. I think I skied it like a pro and I did a 360 at the end.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yeah,
You did good. You handled it well.
a pro.
Yep.
yeah, Stormy's just like, okay, we'll add this question. It's fine.
No, it's a fun one because it gets people involved. People have story to share, or someone's gonna be like, I'm so pissed with my wife because of this, and it creates fun stories. It's fun. It's a good question.
I love it. All right. Now is the time. Chat. If you have any questions for our dear beloved guest, now is the time.
And don't forget to share his stuff too. I'm getting his link. Oh, you
I'll
did?
do it again though.
Well,
I'm sorry, chat. I really love you all, but I was so intense into it thanks to both Stormy and Drid. They're so amazing. So I was vibing and having a good time. It's hard. That's another challenge, following your chat. Because they take time to type stuff. They want you to, they're doing it for you, obviously, because they don't talk to themselves. But it's hard to keep track of everything. Honestly, that's a skill. I get better at it, but tonight I will say the podcast and everything, it was really hard to focus on chat.
Yeah. I usually keep the chat up just to kind of like keep track of stuff. But we never expect, no, we want you to, you're good.
Yeah,
and most people in, sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, most people in chat too know, like, we're engaged in conversation. So like none of us are really paying attention to chat. So
that's good. But I need to answer that. Why are we Paladin players so attractive? It has something to do with our aura that we gain leveling up and taking our oath. We have an aura, and that aura is amazing. Because we can do whatever we want. We have that aura. It's cool. That's why Paladin. But I think I'm more of a bard, though. I think with tonight's discussion, I don't know. I think I'm a Paladin right now because of gaming and my career. But when I'm going to be retired and still living my best life, I'm going to be a bard. Yeah,
agreed.
I think that's I'm going to
And this also is the time to Divinely Cursed. If you have any questions for us, now is the time for you to just be like, I have some questions.
I have all the questions in the world. It's going to need to be another podcast, but you're going to need to be the one invited.
Well, maybe a couple. He did ask earlier how our names came about. So you go first, Druid.
Okay. So my husband started streaming before me. He started, and and so like it was one of those things where I made an account on Twitch, and I picked a name that one of my IRL friends could guess that it was me in chat. So,
okay.
So the reason why my name is Druid IRL on Twitch is because I'm just gonna pop into one of my IRL friends for the first time ever and just be like, can you guess who I am based on my name?
That's amazing.
Because when we lived in California, my apartment was so packed full of plants. So full.
So you have the green, how do you say it? The green finger? The green
thumb.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and so it was one of those things where, and then it just stuck, and then I was just like, I'm curious about streaming. I'll start streaming, and now I'm stuck with Druid IRL. I'm stuck with it.
Did you talk about doing like gardening and stuff on stream? I saw people having garden and do stuff. It's really impressive. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. But I love it with the neon, the shroom and stuff. But which drill multi-class? Because I'm assuming you do play drill in D&D, are you?
Yes.
I'm actually playing a druid in our Saturday game.
Her very first D&D campaign, of course, she's playing a druid. Yep.
That's
Every game that has any classes in it, and there's a druid, I always play the druid first, and then I'll go and do barbarian, the exact opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go whack stuff with a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Which subclass do you play?
A circle of spores.
Yep.
Oh. I don't know this one.
It's It's supposed to be more of like the necromancy one, but we changed a lot of the extra features and everything.
Because it's not sandbox, but how do you call it? Homebrew? Those are the
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Nice.
Yeah, we homebrewed some stuff, so it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Kieran Shikoto asks, so you said World of Warcraft. What faction and class?
Yeah.
My first character in WoW was a Tauren warrior. So to the art, I'm an art player. Like if we want to talk like which one is better, you need to choose. I'm art, honestly. And later on, playing with friends and stuff, though, I moved to Alliance. I mean, at the end, it's a video game, right? I don't mind it too much. It's a fun feature to it, though, the competition between the two factions. And they did put it a fun way with the competition, the event, the PvP. It was a really fun game to take aside and be like, I want to fight for my faction. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I will say, Ord, I started my Paladin vibe thing at the end of high school, I think, because prior to that, I was a fighter. I played fighter and everything. But over time, I like the aura charismatic thing, so I'm going to add it to the mix.
Yep.
But yeah, that was it. And I played a lot of WoW. Like I've been taking years of break in between, but I will say that's one of the games that I will definitely say, if you will want to have a discussion about gaming, definitely WoW will be one of the games I can say, oh yeah, I spent a lot of time in it. But also people and had good life experience and gaming experience as well.
Sure.
So you know what? At the end, I looked at it. I'm like, I will not change it. It's worth it. Because today, I'm there because, I played WoW. Like you need to look at stuff that happened to you in a good way, I think.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah. I played a lot of Minecraft, so it is what it is.
Did you?
I never tried it. It's why I'm so curious.
Yeah.
I heard people saying that, like, because a childhood game is important. I never grew up playing Minecraft. So it's like, oh my God, it's such a commitment. But I can understand that people that have played it, they're like, just jump in. It's super fun. I want to do it. I'm just, it's huge. I know Minecraft is so huge. I think I just see it as like an ocean that's going to ram me into the gaming world. I'm like, oops.
Yeah.
And see,
it is a wild, it is, I've stopped playing before it like super blew up. But it was just delightful. It's just a delightful little game to play with people. That is just, it's that game where you're just like hanging out with friends and we're just going to go try to find some diamonds and accidentally stumble across, the nether. And you learn some things and then you just kind of steal each other's iron ore because somebody's actually playing the game and somebody is just walking around and hanging out.
If you see me in Minecraft, I'm probably gonna walk around with a TNT just chilling.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like, you have my stuff. I want to be your friend. Be careful. I have a block of TNT. The rest is behind. No, it's not. I keep making jokes because I had one experience of Minecraft and I messed around with TNT and I made blow up the stuff. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm not the kind of friend you want to bring in Minecraft. But I'm not going to do that, honestly. I'm not going to go around and explode people's stuff.
Yeah.
But it's impressive. I saw people building literally working phone that link the pixel image. It's insane, the possibility of this game. I was like, people's creativeness have no ends, and it's overwhelming. It's amazing. Honestly, it's art in a video game.
Oh, yeah. No, it's wild. I love it so much.
Apparently. Do either of you still play either one of those games? Like, do you still play WoW and do you still play Minecraft?
No.
I played the Dragonflight. I didn't finish the story. I need to do it. It's fun. Riding Dragon was pretty fun. I'm going to say it. I was going, and there's a lot of nostalgia because some of the zone and the way it's made to actually remember my younger experience. That was pretty cool. It good with the story stuff. Halo, I played Halo Infinite a lot when it released. I don't know how many people did it at the release of Halo Infinite, but it was wild. I drank so many of the Rockstar one to get all the skin. Like, I was energized to the extreme. And I did grind all the challenge, and they were really hard back then. You will need to like re-roll them, but you had a currency. It was really hard. And there was that part where they will have reset the weeklies. So some people missed the first ever release, like skin to grind. And I found a way to gut this one. So I really want Ard and Halo. But I don't know. I think it was fun. But it's something about just playing the same game over and over again. I'm happy when I swap in between game, but I will be down. Like, I still recommend Halo to try. It's free to play, the multiplayer. Yeah. So like you can literally be there having fun and like, oh, let's celebrate Friday. Let's go on Halo Infinite, try the sandbox mode, or do the zombie and fiction. Let's laugh, and here we go. It's a couple of hours of good memories.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. Wow, it's something with MMO. It's a lot of commitment. Because we talk about community, like their MMO, their community-based game, right? It's not just I mean, I know people that play WoW to play solo and stuff, and it's fun. But we talk about like it's important to enjoy what you're doing. Community game or a commitment. It's why right now I'm playing Paleo. It's free to play, and I'm having so much fun. Yeah, I'm farming and hunting. It's funny. I like it.
It is a cute game. It is so cute.
Cake. I want to do Nightmare's Kitchen in my big house and just flip table because people messed up the cake. I'm like, I'm gonna be the best sugar daddy of Paleo. That's my goal. That's my role play goal in the game.
That's a cool goal.
I'm gonna do a house party and bake cake.
I love that so much.
Looks like Kieran Chicato has a new question. He might have missed this part in the stream or it wasn't clear, but he's asking, are you still active duty and how long have you served? So.
Yeah, I'm going to my 10 years and I'm still in the army yet.
Yep.
Oh, Starkitty's got a question.
Kieran was also a military guy. So.
Oh, damn, nice.
In the what British military, I think. Very cool.
No, okay. Ian? Oh, that's awesome.
It's like Starkitty is a D&D question. You want to take that one away, Druid?
Yep. Okay, Starkitty.
One day, if you have things to share, that's really cool. I love it.
Oh, Dutch Army. I'm sorry, Kieran Chicato. I apologize for getting that wrong.
Starkitty asks, D&D question. Which edition do you like, 3.5 or 5th? Also, did you share what was your first D&D character you created?
Okay, that's funny. Because why could I not like the 4th edition? That should have been. That's the controversial move I'm doing tonight on stream. I'm like, I think the 4th edition.
Stormy's face.
It's not true. It's a joke. It's a joke. Before I'm getting no, honestly,
I wouldn't really judge you, but yeah.
I did play 4th edition though. To be honest, it was fun for the idea of having it as like a turn-by-turn game, but you really needed to have those miniature and those maps because it was playing more like a Fire Emblem or a Final Fantasy, I find, which is not really what you look into when you play D&D, or actually not in my head. So I can understand why people don't count 4. I just find it funny. I needed to talk a bit about it because when the D&D came out, I'm the kind of person, I go to store and I grab the book. I love books. I have so many D&D books. I definitely don't play enough D&D for the amount of D&D stuff I have in my house. It's pretty funny. But I think 3.5 for the memories. But 5th edition, I think for me, I think where they went too much into video game style with 4th edition, the 5th edition is the perfect balance. Like, it's like a video game with the concept and the way it plays out. But there's a lot of, it's really easy to do sandbox with the 5th edition. And I think we can see it because there's so many third party and stuff that came out. And it's really cool. It's such a good, easy to get into, and we started with Baldur's Gate. I told people, if you're not sure about D&D, play Baldur's Gate 3 right now. It's literally going to introduce you to Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. So, and we saw it with Matt Mercer and all this stuff. Like, D&D right now is super big because I think of how well made the 5th edition is. Like, it's not perfect, but I think it's a good D&D for just what's going on right now with gaming and everything. But 3.5 definitely, I think, was a really good. Yeah, I played a bit of the second one. That I don't know about it that much. Did you DM Stormy 2nd edition at D&D?
I've been DMing since 1981, which is BX set, basic expert, and then advanced dungeons, and then 2nd edition.
Have you had the red box, the first D&D? Like,
I did.
What's your first D&D product?
I did, yes. I don't still have it, unfortunately, because I did not know. You know, back then I was young. I was a wee lad when I started in 81. And I didn't know how important it would be to keep. And I actually had some of the original Advanced Dungeons and Dragons books, like the Deities and Demigods and Fiend Folio, which nowadays would be ultra rare collectibles. Sadly, there was a time in my life where I had taken a break from it and wasn't playing with the group that I was playing with. And so I lent them my books, and I had a special leather briefcase that I kept them in, and it was a very important, like I took care of them, they knew I took care of them, they took care of them when they borrowed them, and I trusted them, and they were trustworthy. What happened was one of the players, their apartment caught on fire, and
oh no, that's
yeah, it was a sad story. It was even sadder because he actually lost kids in the fire, and so at that point, I'm like, you know what?
At this point, you're
the
like,
books don't mean squat.
That's the kind of thing. It's like there's no better to the story. It's just a sad story.
It is a sad story.
That's insane. Wow.
And so from that on, actually, because of that story, it was so impactful to me. I actually quit D&D for a long time. And it wasn't until, you know, many years later that I got back into it again. And, you know, got in with a little bit of second edition, and then with you, just like you said, 3.5. I actually started with 3.0 and then 3.5. But yeah, it's
with that story, honestly, and you sharing it just right now, and like you taking a break of it, you're probably one of the most wonderful, amazing DM, because you even got like the experience out of it. You coming back to it, is literally saying like you truly love it, that you came back to it just to kind of like that mean a lot, man. Honestly, you're probably amazing as a DM. I'm gonna need definitely to jump next Saturday and watch it.
Thank you.
Listen, Stormy is a wonderful DM.
Thank you.
You can tell that he puts a lot of effort, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's
it is
nice.
so beautiful. Hi, husband. My husband's in chat right now, and it makes me very happy.
If by chance, I know it's a lot of time, but if you ever want to, all of our D&D sessions are on my YouTube channel. So I know Banana Tom has actually binge watched all of them. So
oh my God, that guy was watching like 3 episodes a day, and we're just like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
But yeah,
thank you for sharing it.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna actually add that to the favorite right now, so I have it for later.
Oh, no
I love
worries,
watching stuff on YouTube while I relax. Talia is good for that too. I can watch stuff and just watch stuff with friends as well. So that's gonna be the thing I'm gonna be watching tonight. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You get to watch my awkward first couple episodes.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're the first, when it's nice that you keep them there. There's people that will people that it's experience. You look back to it, and technically, what's better than truly being able to look at stuff and be, wow, okay, but look where I am right now. That's progression. Like there's nothing ashamed of that. It's amazing. Love it.
Well, it's my first ever D&D experience that people are watching me learn to play. Those first few, like, you could tell it's just like, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing right now. So I'm just going to be in character, and that's how we're going to make it through it.
I will say that I don't buy it, because the reality is she has done remarkably well her first few sessions. I have played with veterans who played for years who can't role play as well as she does, and her husband as well, and his tactics are superior. And so I'm like, I was so fortunate. Star Kitty and I, my significant other, I was so fortunate that we met Druid and Extirpate Fate and can play D&D with them every week. And we're like I say, we're on our 71st episode coming up, and then when it wraps up in, however long it does, we'll be working on a new campaign together and have a lot of neat planned stuff. But
that's amazing. Well, you guys were awesome doing the end thing. I was like that, and like, oh, the roof. You guys are like OG of D&D. Like I will. If I will be having the honor of joining one of your game one day, I will probably break out of DR. You guys look awesome. Honestly, that's so cool. D&D is fun. It's just like the same with LARPing. When you have the right group, and the way I see D&D, it's like, it's not about having an OP character, people that enjoy meta, it's fine and playing it. But I realize now that D&D, it's about a sandbox of infinite possibility with friends. You just have fun.
Yes.
And it's true. It's why you're doing homebrew that just tells it right there. It's like, you're going to use the setting, but you're going to put your passion into it, and you go with your players and stuff. It's so cool. No, I like D&D is so fun.
It's just like, I love the Super what? What are you saying to me, Kieran?
I thought the
Super-
SSG part stood for Super Saiyan God. That's a really sweet thing to say. Well, normally people think that the SSG stands for Staff Sergeant. I've gotten that so many times.
Love it.
But it's not.
It's
just
Storm Saga Games.
Yeah. but
I see that I have the YouTube page right there. I had the answer. I was ready for it.
So, guys, I hate to do it, but we got to start wrapping up here. I want to ask a couple more questions of Divinely Cursed, though. So before we go, you said that you play a D&D session.
Oh, Mom, I'm live right now.
I have a question for you, actually. Would you say what's the best for you to DM? Do you prefer having new players that are innocent and are gonna learn everything, or you prefer having veteran gamer?
I'm sorry, I misunderstood your question. Could you ask it one more time?
When you run a D&D campaign, do you prefer being with a bunch of new players that just like dip into D&D, they don't know anything about it, and they're gonna do like mistake and they're gonna ask questions? You know how it is to deal with new player. Do you prefer this? Or do you prefer playing with people that are already prepared or veteran into it? And because it's definitely two different adventures, right? Like the vibes is so different. But I'm curious about you. What do you like?
It is a different experience. And I'll be honest with you, it's an impossible question for me to answer because I like them both equally for different reasons. You know,
love
it. Of course, I love the excitation of you know, that I can see in a new player's face. You know, when they start to get it, you know, when it starts to click, when they start to like really get it. But also, you know, when you've been playing with some vets and you can still create moments where there's a plot twist that they didn't see coming. There's a, you know, that's a huge kind of rush that I get as a DM. And so
the feeling you get while watching movie, you can give it to players playing D&D, that creativity side and stuff. I agree.
Yeah. Yep. So I was going to ask you real quick. You said you play on Sundays. How long have you been playing with your Sunday group? And you said
it's been. I would say it's been going to a year now.
Nice.
And it's fun because there's from people that are in Quebec and I'm in Ontario now. So obviously, the nice thing, he's a D&D passionate. So he has like the 3D thing and he sent pictures sometimes. It's like, I wish we could roll dice and just have like pizza and play in person. And that's something. Roll20, and he's using another program, but like it's cool. I like the idea of playing D&D with people. But I will say that the feeling to be able to assemble around a table and roll dice is so fun.
Yes.
But I'm happy that the game is still enjoyable through like Discord and gaming and stuff.
Yeah.
It's amazing because it gives a chance to keep playing and having fun with people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Star Kitty, he shared that his first character was a fighter, and he has fond memories about it. So
I think I played really, really young, but I was playing the first edition, like the red box, because my mother had it, so I had it.
Whoa,
but unfortunately, in the moving younger, a flood, like they put all the water into the box. So I think we're just not the Destiny doesn't want us to keep good edition of D&D. It's a memory, like we cannot have it.
It's true. You're right. It really is. It is a different experience. The old school days were just. I mean, understanding THAC0, you know, just in general, the mechanics were. I mean, it was the beginning. It was you know. So for sure.
It grew up just like no, it's good. It's nice to see. Honestly, thank you so much for answering my question and sharing some of your D&D stuff. Honestly, like, go for people that didn't know about Stormy. Go. I think I have it copied because I copied it of the. Oh no, but go on the YouTube, watch stuff. Like, go look him up, DM, because I think you're an amazing DM and an amazing person. Honestly,
thank you.
Absolutely, I completely agree with Divinely Cursed. Go follow Stormy D on YouTube.
All right, thanks for making me blush, guys.
You're welcome.
But seriously, today is about Divinely Cursed and highlighting him. So enough of that. This man is amazing. He's a beautiful soul. And that has become readily apparent on our interview today. And just from the few minutes before our interview that we got to talk with him, I could tell right away. And I knew you were right. I knew it. In the first few minutes we talked to him, I knew you were right, Druid. He is just exactly the kind of people we love to highlight on Twitch. We want to see him succeed on Twitch. So everyone, go drop him your follows, drop him your biddies, drop him your subs. We got to get him boosted up.
Same goes for people that maybe didn't know about Druid and Stormy. Like, go follow them. I keep saying it. There's too many stuff to enjoy, too many games, not enough hours, not enough day. But at the end, it's all about meeting people. Maybe you're not going to be there all the time, but just share the good vibes, honestly. Like, you say it's all about me, and honestly, I'm honored, and that touched me a lot, because again, like you say, I'm amazing, but I find you both amazing, and people in the chat. And if you guys tell me this, and I have huge respect for you, it came back, right? I'm like, wow, that means a lot. But it's also about you guys as well, because you're there, you set it up, you invited me. So like, big shout out to both of you. Honestly, I was just there vibing. You keep saying it's Yarlight, but at the end, it's just me having a good time with two friends, like literally.
It's great.
So it's thank you to both of you. Honestly, I dropped some biddies there, like some because they did a lot of work to set that up. And I had a really amazing start of my Friday. I'm ready for the weekend. It's my favorite time of the week.
Oh yeah.
So honestly, thanks to both of you.
All right. Thank you, sir. You're amazing.
I appreciate you so much.
Stick around. We're going to wrap up with the outro now.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Holy moly. Wow. What a ball of energy and light. He's just a radiant person.
I'm obsessed.
No kidding.
Obsessed.
I can't wait to see more of his content. You guys got to check it out. See, even Star Kitty's doing the Bash Up Kai dance for him.
Bash Up Kai dance. Bash Up Kai dance.
Oh, Grumpy Mama, you made a beautiful soul. Well done. Well done.
Absolutely.
So,
also, go follow old Grumpy Mama.
That's true. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for this amazing interview with the Divinely Cursed. Who do we have on next week? Druid?
I am double checking.
I knew it.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, I feel you.
Ooh, where are, oh. The next one is the Tommy Cox.
Oh, wow. That's
Edge's
one of Edge's
partner in
Edge's
crime.
partner. Yeah, I can't wait. That's exciting. That's amazing.
Yep.
All right.
Tommy Cox is good. Yep.
Well, we're just very fortunate and honored to have these amazing folks to come on the show and be able to share them with you guys and share you guys with them. Because honestly, and I know that Divinely Cursed would agree with this, it's all about you guys. You guys are the one that help us bring these communities to life, because you guys are the communities, and we just get to be fun and live in it and shine for you guys. So I appreciate you all. All right.
Love you guys.
Thank you all. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow for some Dungeons and Dragons. Good night.
Goodbye. Goodbye.